Hello family. Well, today we're going to have fresh fish baked with mushrooms and spring onions, and I'm going to bake it. I'm just going to show you that I've get all of the scales off. Pardon the dog. Dog likes fish. Yes, I've got it scaled and gutted at the fish shop, but sometimes they miss a little bit, so we just have to finish it off. So I put it under water. It's called a ruby. Put it under water, and then I just scrape off the last bits. Often there's a little bit left here, a little bit left here, and a little bit on the head. Okay, because we don't like eating scales. So how's your new year going? We went out to a little restaurant and then watched the Harbour Bridge. Its new Vector lights on it, a little light show. And then people had their own fireworks, good fun. But, unfortunately our council cancelled the normal fireworks this year. A lot of people congregating around the shores. Okay, doesn't look much different, but taking all the scales off. Make sure there's no bits of guts left in the guts. Yep. Give it a bit of a rinse and then start cutting it into little sections. So I cut it the way I want to serve up a whole serving for a person. So there's 3 of us eating. And this fish is quite big, so I'm going to have 6 servings, so I won't worry about the head, but about that much. Hold on for about that much for a serve, that's about for a second serve, and the rest for a third serve, and then there's 3 on the other side. Okay? Alright, I'm going to press pause now, and then I'll turn you back on when I do the flavourings. Alright, I discovered the fish is quite thick, so I've cut it a bit smaller, and I'll give people 2 servings each. Okay, so the heat can get right in there to the bone. Got a bit of baking paper on the tray, and then whole fish. So shallots is the key ingredient in this one. So we'll cut them long and thin. Just use your thumb. So the thumb is always behind the fingers and the fingernails up against the blade of the knife, okay? Apparently they do that at the Sheraton Hotel. You know someone a little bit famous who works there. I'll finish that off in a tick. but you want to cut them long. Alright, mushrooms, do similar. I've pre-washed them and I've peeled them, so mushrooms, you can eat them raw, so don't have to worry too much about them, so cut them like that, then I'll place them on the fish. Okay, I'll show you before I put it in the oven. Okay, so a bit of oil, salt and pepper, shallots and mushrooms. Be generous with the olive oil. Okay. Salt. Not too much salt. It does come from the ocean, which is full of salt. And we want to put salt inside the gut, where the guts are, just it makes it taste a bit sweeter. It's usually a little bit sour in there, a bit of pepper. Everything tastes better with pepper. Some thinly cut shallots should stick once we've boiled it. I'll put a few mushrooms on. They'll probably fall off, but never mind. We've tried. I'll try and turn it over without it all falling off. Could use the paper to my advantage. I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to wrap it and then I'll turn it. So now I'm ready to do the other side. Okay, hope you can see that. Salt, not too much. To the inside of the gut. Pepper. Shallots. Can pile it quite high if we want. Put the mushrooms on top. Sort of a pattern. You don't actually need to cook mushrooms because they can be enjoyed raw. Okay, I'll show you and then I'll put it in the oven. There it is. Okay. There you go. I'll put it in there. I'll set it for 180, maybe for 45 minutes, and then I'll check it. Meanwhile, I'll cook the rice. Well, it's been going for 30 minutes and I'm going to check it now. I'd rather check it a bit early than have it burnt. So here we go. Okay, so where we check is just behind the head. If it comes off the bone easily, then I know it's cooked. Yep. ready to eat. Rice is still going, so what I'm going to do is I'll glad wrap it and I'll leave it in the oven so it doesn't dry out. Okay. Thanks for watching. So there it is. Okay. Baked whole fish, 30 minutes.